Let's go over to the Cincinnati Bengals and Washington Commanders. That's on Monday night. So it's a standalone game. Dan Quinn has said some starters will play. Zach Taylor, the Bengals head coach, has said, yeah, the starters are not only playing, they're playing up to a half. Okay, so you're going to see Bengals offense, Bengals defense for a full half as they look to avoid a slow start that they are now known for when it comes to starting season. So K-Dot over here, players to look for. What are you looking for over here with this preseason game?
All right, so I'll do similar to what I did last week, but I'm trying to perfect the form as we're getting. This is practice for us too, right? So I'm trying to figure out what the layout's going to look like as the stuff comes out. So on offense, what to look for coming out of the scrimmage, quarterback rhythm and ownership of the script. I need some execution early, so I want to see things not out of whack. I want to know that Cliff has a script. They're executing said script just to get a rhythm going on offense. I just want to see, like if I'm seeing misses, if I'm seeing Jayden having to get to the second window and pause and have to scramble and do things, while that might look good come regular season, that's not what I'm looking for in this preseason game. I need them to start getting on a roll and build momentum. I just want to see them capable of doing so. And I think that'll be highly important to see that. Whether be even if it is the quick passing game that they were saying it was the case in the scrimmage game, I just want to see them execute something out of rhythm. Third down identity without Terry. Once again, I look at the same cast of characters from last week. Luke, step it up. Jalen Lane. I need to see you get like Gallup did it week 1. I was fine with what I saw with Gallup. He ain't a starter or anything, but I liked what I saw. I still need to see, especially with Jayden out there, if Luke and Jalen Lane can get some separation. The same thing I said last game. I just want to see a first down. I want to see a couple first downs. I want to see those guys moving the chains. I want to see what that looks like. I'm not worried about Deebo Samuel and what's going to happen with this offense. And for me, with Deebo Samuel, the less he gets hit right now, the better for everybody involved. So Lane and Luke, I want to see them execute or at least convert a first down here and there. That'd be dope. I want separation, win, catch, run, first down. Need that a couple times. Benny, Mr. Senator. Another week. You didn't do anything bad last week, but remember in that, zero's not okay for you. You got to go above. We need you to leap and gap people. Maybe it looks better with Jayden, the quarterback. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm sure Zach is going to be the lead starter and this and the other. I don't know what they're going to do with Ben. I'm assuming if Jayden's out there for a series or two, I think Ben is going to get involved at least a little bit just for they're trying to show him something. And I say, Ben, I'm seeing the opportunities at home on television that they are giving you. It's up to you, brother. Up to you. Just do it or not do it. And then the chief primary thing that I'll be looking for all preseason and all season is a fucking run game that doesn't include Jayden Daniels. Krosky Merritt had some moments where it was like, okay. And the moments when you look at, because I did go back and I rewatched some of the preseason game, week 1. Mm-hmm. Robinson runs angry at times. But Krosky Merritt looks like not only does he run angry, he wants to hurt you. Mm-hmm. Or it doesn't feel like he has the frame to hurt you, but he'll
try.
Like yeah. Right. And he's also fast enough. So like there are some things that like in Washington, it has been a minute since you just had a natural running back. Just go out there and do shit, son. Like go make something happen out of nothing, right? We haven't had that on the team in a minute. So like the angle of that for Krosky Merritt, like just show me some brilliances so that if the run blocking's really good one down, you might get a 50-yard run. Like, that's all I want to see. I want to see what's happening with the run game. And I'd like to see somebody other than Krosky Merritt make me excited about the run game.
Okay. So I will tell you on offense, there is nothing they can do to impress me. And the reason is because the Cincinnati Bengals are horrible on defense. So their first game was against the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was the backups. Jahan Dotson did whatever he wanted to. Will Shipley did whatever he wanted to, running back for them. looked like Saquon out there. And Tanner McKee looked like he was going to be a Hall of Famer. So as far as I'm concerned on offense, yeah, you should be able to do whatever you want, even without Terry McLaurin, because the Eagles' backups were able to do that. And no matter what I think of this offense without Terry, we are much, much better than the Philadelphia Eagles' backups. Okay? So that's where I'm at on offense. Where I'm particularly interested is the defense, because you do get the opportunity to go against, for a half, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. This is exciting. Okay, we've got this revamped secondary that we're a bit more excited about. Marshawn Lattimore is healthy. Trey Amos had a really nice first preseason game. Mikey Sanders still in the slot. By all accounts, through training camp has been outstanding. How does it look? Will Harris, kind of a quiet name so far in training camp, right? I haven't really heard a lot about Will Harris. Not a bad thing, just to be clear. Wow. Just haven't heard his name. I haven't heard him getting burned either, but let's see what that looks like over there. So I'm very, very excited for the opportunity on defense, because if they end up looking bad, well, okay, it's the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't blame you, but there's nothing but upside on the defensive side of the ball in this matchup. So that's the way I'm looking at it.
Stage medium. About everything, guys. It's preseason. But yeah, on defense, secondary, are you legit? You're about to find out.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be important. Physicality at the line, also important. Can you get pressure on Joe Burrow with your front four? I'd like to see it. I'd like to see that interior pressure. Newton, you going to carry over?
Can you do it again?
Can you do it again? Can you do it again against the starters and much better starters? Can you do it? Like, that's what I want to see. In these short bursts, are there any brilliance? Do we see pass breakups? What's the coverage looking like? And to me, the most important thing on defense is something I always go to. It's something I saw a lack of in preseason game 1, but I let a lot of stuff slide because of the lack of starters that were there. It's something I pointed out in all 22 last year, especially early on in the year. Communication. I need to see Cincinnati's going to throw some shit at you. And I need to see when somebody goes in motion or this happens, are they communicating? Are guys rolling off the right way? Are guys already in midseason form with the communication between the linebackers and the corners and this, that, and the other? Are they making the moves necessary? Because early on last year, when they had all the guys kind of with the new system or whatever, you could tell they were not doing what it is they needed to do to get people in the right positions. And it was something that caused Joe Witt a lot of consternation early on in the season, where it was like, yeah, we're just not doing what it is we need to do. That's why you saw a lot of the rotation setups and changes and all kinds of things. I just want to see them communicating. And the last unit, unless you have anything else on defense.
Oh, that's an excellent point where you're about to go. Go ahead.
Special teams. Show me you're competent.
Thank you.
Show me you're fucking competent. I don't need anything special from my special teams. Tressway, do your thing. You're not when I talk about special teams, you're not included. I'm just talking about the rest of them. You're Tressway. You're your own category, brother. Don't be a negative. Just don't be a negative.
Get a push.
Just if every single one of the kickoffs is a touchback, we start the same position, I'm fine. Totally fine with it. If we could just keep them, no touchdowns and anything given up, just kind of keep them, just put some pressure on them, just get some. You can miss a tackle, but get him before he gets past like the 40. If
Actually,
you can do that.
The one thing I would say is I want to see 0 touchbacks because I want to see these guys cover. It's the preseason. So it's like, okay, go ahead. Stop them. Because touchbacks, like we should, by the way, the moment the season starts, I want to see as many touchbacks as possible. But right now, I want to see what we can do in terms of stopping these guys.
You're 100% right. From a pure preseason, let's see what shit looks like standpoint. Yeah. Fine. You're 100% right. Matt Gay don't miss shit. And the other thing on special teams, it is another thing I'll be looking at, and something I did not talk about when it came to the Burgundy and Gold game, but was a takeaway. Jeremy Reeves. It seems as though he's kind of positioned himself in really, really good territory on the defensive side of things.
If I could add to that, K-Dot, just a little more context as well, he's getting a lot of work with the ones right now. So he is really impressing people at this time.
Which means also less Reeves on teams. So the
good point.
And we talk about Jeremy Reeves in the upper echelon across the league as far as special team players, and it's usually a very rare thing that you have two people that cross those lines. Nick Bellore also in that category. You're missing one of those two. You're missing something significant. I'm telling you, all it takes is one or two guys on the special team to really change that entire unit, and be completely honest. The rest of them just got to be disciplined enough and consistent enough that you can do fine if you just got one or two special guys. But Reeves is, when you brought up Will Harris, is like, I was thinking about it, was the Reeves, even that preseason game 1, it seems like something might have turned for that boy. And if that's the case, and if he can play with that same level of tenacity, but understanding what's happening conceptually with the defense, stay away from the miscues and errors as far as the high and the low that he can get, and just play consistent, we might have ourselves something.
And it's got to be said that when we were looking at players to pop last season, the coaching staff talks so much about playing fast, not thinking out there.
Right.
And we know Jeremy Reeves' work ethic. That's never been in question.
Ever.
Right. So he makes the Pro Bowl as a special teamer. So clearly the guy works on it. But now, if he's been working on the defensive side of things so that he's just playing fast and not thinking, that work ethic is now clicking defensively for him in this scheme, to your point, K-Dot, this could be one of the biggest surprises of the season and could make a huge difference if he's able to pop. So I want to make sure that in no way am I understating just how big this could be. Like, I actually really rate Jeremy Reeves, especially after what I saw last week. That looked like a totally different player to me. I was like, if you told me his name was just something completely different, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's a new player. Like, that's how different he looked to me. It was
he
really
looked
cool.
Like Tyler Owens was supposed to look like that.
Yes, that's true. Did you mute somehow? I can't hear you.
Sorry, I muted myself because I was coughing. And now I cough. The Reeves, you can see Reeves on teams. Magnet to the football, plays with that tenacity. It's what you look for a playmaker. The thing is that a lot of times these guys might be good on teams because you're really hyper-focused on what it is you're doing as far as that aspect of things, and you're not necessarily, once you are known as a teams guy, and like you're safe and secure as a team guy, one of the best jobs to have in the NFL, to be completely honest, because you just do focus and hone in on your thing, which is you get to play with some reckless abandon to a certain degree. Within a defense, you gotta stop that. You have to play within the confines of what the defense is asking you, and the greatest players are the ones that know how to play within the confines and how to step out of those confines to make a play happen without hurting the defense. Those are your Ed Rees, Troy Polamalu's, Ray Lewis's, Sean Taylor's, things like LeVar Arrington even at one point. I love seeing a team's guy get work on one of the other units. It's just you got them up. That it usually means your motor is not one that ends. And if you can play solid defense with that motor, you start looking like Frankie Louvu out that bitch.
No, that is an excellent comp, by the way, because Frankie Louvu did do a lot of work on special teams early on in his career. So to summarize at least my points, K-Dot, and actually before that, let me touch on yours again. QB rhythm, third down without Terry, Luke McCaffrey, Jalen Lane need someone to show up. The Senator, Ben Sinnott, what's going on? We're going to need something in this game. And then the run game. Can we get it going? We're looking at Brian Robinson, who runs, with some anger, and then Bill, who runs, he's got some vision and footwork there, but he will try and run you over, even though he doesn't necessarily have the frame for it. It's the offense. My point on offense is no upside in this game, plenty of downside possible. If they struggle, I will be like, okay, what the heck's going on? On defense, no downside, all upside. If they end up just giving up a couple touchdowns to the Bengals, I'll be like, oh, okay, that sucks. Like, maybe we're not for as far along as I want to be, but it's the Bengals. Like, that's the only good unit they have right now. Whereas, if they get a stop, they get a turnover. Oof, I'm feeling good about it. And to your point, special teams, please just tackle. Get in a position to tackle. Why don't we start there and then tackle with you?
Matt Gay, I don't want to say your name.
Second straight week, kid, not saying that. So
if you love me, and I'll love you by not saying your name.